Are you obsessing over someone? I mean, you just find it impossible to let go. And the further and further they move away from you. At one time, it may have seemed like you were going to have a committed relationship, but now it seems almost impossible. Hi, everyone. Robert Zink, Miracle Mentor and Alchemy Success Coach. And today we are soaring high like a big, beautiful eagle, and we are flying in the direction of your dreams and your goals. We're here almost every day with important content to empower your life. So be sure and subscribe and click that bell icon. High flyers, have you claimed your 30 minutes of miracle mentoring and alchemy success coaching? Find out what a mentoring program can mean in your life. We've helped people in 60 different countries, so it doesn't matter where you're at in the world. Visit us at lawofattractionsolutions.com. So, high flyers, it seems like most relationship advice nowadays either comes from TikTok or from your friends, maybe from your family. You may get it from television or watching movies. And I don't know that all of this relationship advice that we are receiving today is valuable. I think some of it is damaging because I think the whole notion is that it's trying to create obsession. You need to have this beautiful, perfect relationship like this couple, like they have, and then a couple of years later, that couple's getting a divorce. So that seems to be what's going on. You remember a few years back, Angela Jolie and Brad Pitt and adopting like 50 kids. And what a beautiful couple. They are the ideal couple. They're deeply committed to each other. Now they're divorced. So we need to stop looking outward for our advice and start looking inward for a better, loving, more deeply committed relationship. You're not going to find it out there. It's always going to start in here. So some people will say, well, Robert, I'm not obsessed. I'm just in love. But there's a fine line there between love and obsession. You see, love does not include need. Love does not include wanting or hunger or I must have. Love is all about giving. Love is all about sharing and empowering others. So when you get into this on a deep level, you kind of understand that there's different layers of obsession. Stage one is just called obsession. And it's just plain obsession. Where are you going? When are you coming home? When are you going to call me again? Why didn't you call me yesterday? It's been 2 days since I've heard from you. What's going on? That's obsession. Stage two is trance. Now you are beyond obsession, baby. You are in a state of trance. And all you see is, he must belong to me. She must be mine. I must go over and sit in front of their house and see who's visiting them. I must check out their social media. I must call them 20 times a day. I must drunk dial them when necessary. It just doesn't make sense, but it's a total trance. It's like you're in a deep hypnotic trance and you think it's love, but it's not love. It's a weakness. It's a shortness in your own belief system about you. The third stage is what I call depression or death. And so obsession can lead to trance. Trance leads to depression or death. I've tried everything. Nothing works. I've begged. I've written letters. I've sent birthday cards. I've sent flowers. I've done spells. I've done this. I've done that. And nothing works. I can't live any longer. I'm depressed. And that's rather, well, it's pathetic, but it's rather sad at the same time. It's not love. Don't confuse it with love. This is obsession on steroids. Now, strangely enough, high flyers, some people believe that the more you increase the obsession, the more you show the other person you love them, the more they're going to want you back. That is contrary to the teachings of the law of attraction. The law of attraction says we attract what we are, not what we want. The more you want, the stronger your obsession is, the more you will want, because that's what the universe is reflecting back to you, and the more you will become obsessed. Obsession gets you bad results when it comes to attracting someone into your life for a loving, committed relationship. It just does not work, high flyers. And you can justify it all you want. This is my soulmate. This is the love of my life. You can say anything you want to justify it, but all you're doing is pushing that other person farther away. Then there, of course, is this obsession that we will be together in a specific time. Now, I do believe that there are times when things might be more vulnerable, anniversary month, that kind of thing. But I think when you put a timeline on having a relationship come back together, having the relationship work, he's going to be back to me sooner than not. I think he'll be back by the 1st of October. No later than the 1st of October. He'll be back. So what in the hell happens to you and your mind and your belief system on October 2nd? If you put all your energy into a specific date or time period, then all of a sudden, when that time period passes, you're devastated. You need to read Man's Search for Meaning by Dr. Viktor Frankl. And in that book, he talks about how people who were relatively healthy compared to many others in the concentration camps during World War II oftentimes just dropped dead after a certain date passed. Well, we will be free by the 1st of the year. When January 2nd came, guess what? Dead, given up, destroyed. We will be free by Yom Kippur. When Yom Kippur happened and they weren't freed, they gave up. You don't want to set yourself up on a timeline. You either believe that your relationship is right and that it has incredible potential to be a beautiful thing in your life, and that you have the connective ability to raise your vibration and attract that person back into your life. I didn't say chase after them. I said attract them back into your life, or you don't. If you don't believe that, then what's the purpose? If you do believe you have that ability, then putting a timeline on it doesn't serve you. It serves only to make you depressed and increase your state of want. And in that state of want, you are pushing that person away. The more you get clingy, you know what I mean by clingy? Sticky, chasing, hanging on. The more you repulse that other person and push them away. There was an old Twilight movie many years ago, Twilight Zone. And in the Twilight Zone, you could go to this old library, this old bookstore. And there was an old man there, and he would sell you a love potion for $10. And he'd say, just get her to drink a few drops of this, and have her look at you. Have her look at you. And she will be obsessed with you. She will hang on your every word. She will love you beyond anything you ever imagined. And it's only $10 for this vial. $10. So the guy tried it, and he went home and he gave it to his girlfriend, and she became so clingy, she wouldn't let him pick up the phone. She had to pick it up and see who it was first. She had to draw his bath for him, tuck him into bed. If he wanted to read a book, he couldn't go pick out a book out of his own private library. She had to pick it out for him. She had to sit right next to him all the time. And finally, he was going nuts. He ran out of the apartment after about 2 weeks of this. And he ran back to the bookstall. And he says, I want to buy some potion that will stop her from loving me. And he says, oh, I see. Well, for that, we charge $1,000. You see, obsession makes people want to run away from you. It pushes them away, and it's contrary to law of attraction. So high flyers, there's basically 3 types of connection: dependent love, codependent love, and what Stephen Covey calls interdependent love. Dependent love is where you are totally dependent on this other person to feel good. Codependent is where you're both dependent on each other to feel good. But interdependent love, it's absolutely phenomenal because you retain your individuality. You retain your own spark, but you come together with someone else, and instead of 1 + 1 equaling 2, it's 1 + 1 can equal 1,000 or 1,000,000. There's no limit because the two of you have retained your own individuality, but you've also come together in a unique bond. What happens with interdependent love is both people together create a third energy. And that's kind of what you want to visualize, is you and this other person not dependent upon each other, not her coming back to satisfy your weakness, or him coming back to satisfy your loneliness or emptiness, but the two of you coming together in a new relationship and creating marvelous, wonderful things with your relationship that you could never do alone. That's what an interdependent relationship is all about. An interdependent relationship is about you helping your partner get in touch with his or her dreams and goals. And they are helping you do the same. And together, you are creating even third goals and fourth generation goals that you are manifesting as a team. But in order to do that, you're going to have to detach from obsession. You're going to have to detach from need, from doubt, from fear, because these are all contrary to law of attraction. And they're all contrary to having a healthy relationship. How can you start this process? By visualizing you as strong, as independent, as interdependent with your partner. See the two of you in experiences, living your life individually and together at your fullest. Focus on an inner life of freedom, no longer being tied down to those horrible feelings of jealousy and loneliness and anger and doubt and fear and worry, but also giving your partner a sense of freedom as well. They're now free to become the highest version of whoever they are. And isn't that what it's really about? You becoming your highest version and your partner becoming their highest version, and together creating this beautiful interdependent relationship. I believe if you loved once, you can love again deeper, stronger the second time around, because it is and it must be a new relationship. We're not patching up the old relationship. We're not fixing the old relationship. We are creating a new love affair, a new relationship with two people that are strong, independent, powerful, and yet giving and loving at the same time. You can have it all. Hey, high flyers, want to remind you, claim your 30 minutes of miracle mentoring, alchemy, success coaching. Visit us at lawofattractionsolutions.com. Here's some other videos to help you on your journey.